President Trump paying a visit to National Guard troops and local law enforcement on patrol in D.C. Thanks for joining us for News 4 at 6. I'm Un Yang. Moments ago, the president thanked some 300 officers gathered at U.S. Park Police headquarters.
I want to thank everybody very much for being here. I wanted to do this. We've had some incredible results. The results have come out, and it's like a different place. It's like a different city. It's the capital. It's going to be the best in the world.
The president claiming his federalization of D.C. police has been a success, despite growing criticism from some D.C. residents and numbers that show arrests are not dramatically different than they were immediately before the takeover. The president, joined by Attorney General Pam Bondi, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, and Interior Secretary Doug Burgum, just finished speaking a few minutes ago. News 4's Paul Wagner is live outside Park Police headquarters in Anacostia. Paul, what have you been able to see from your vantage point?
Well, we started to see security a couple hours ago. Saw the Secret Service coming in, and I'll show you right now that there were snipers up on the top of the roof there of U.S. Park Police headquarters. They closed down the road here in Anacostia Park a little while ago, and we know that the motorcade came in and is apparently about to go out. We're seeing some activity right now, expecting the president to leave and probably head back to the White House. So the National Guard is down here. They have been blocking off some of the entrances here to Park Police headquarters, and this is where the federal agencies have been keeping their mobile command posts, and we've seen a number of those, and we see a lot of federal officials that are parked here in U.S. Park Police headquarters down here in Anacostia Park.
And Paul, before you heard about the president's appearance today, you covered an event with the mayor, and she answered several questions about this federal takeover of D.C. police. What can you tell us about that?
Well, what we learned was on Tuesday night, the mayor, the chief, and several federal officials, including Stephen Miller and Terry Cole, went to the 7th District for a listening session with 7th District officers. And we understand that when they opened it up for questions, one of the officers asked the federal officials what happens on day 31 after this crime emergency that the president declared is actually over. And according to our sources, the response from a federal official was, "We're not going anywhere." So I asked the mayor about that today. Here's what she had to say.
I think it doesn't mean anything. I don't know what that means, so I can't comment on it. These are the facts. That the federal emergency ends in 30 days. It can only be extended by the Congress. And if the commitment from the federal government is to have federal support or officers that assist MPD, that's a different conversation.
In the 3 Q&As the mayor has held with reporters this week, she has been asked repeatedly about the federal agents wearing masks. In this video recorded by News 4 on the Mall yesterday, you can see the federal officers are wearing masks while the D.C. police officers in the scene are not. It's a question the mayor says she has also had to answer in that listening session with officers Tuesday night.
One thing that the MPD officer said was, well, we don't wear masks. No one should be wearing masks. And our officers are identified. They have a badge. They wear body-worn camera, and they are clearly identified to members of the public. It appears to be the DHS agencies, not the DOJ agencies, that are wearing masks.
In a posting to X today, Attorney General Pam Bondi said there have now been 630 arrests since the president's crime emergency began. And perhaps for the first time, the Attorney General gave some context to the numbers, noting 53 arrests were made yesterday, 24 of them by ICE. In our interactions with Mayor Bowser this week on more than one occasion, she has taken issue with reporters calling the federal surge a takeover.
So additionally, with this, the takeover, what coordination is there? There's this man Terry Cole out there.
Let me correct you. There is no takeover. What there is a surge in federal law enforcement.
Now, we've seen the mayor bristle several times when reporters ask about that, using the word takeover. She stops them immediately and said, "Let me correct you." Now, yesterday, I asked Chief Pamela Smith about her interactions with the federal authorities. She said that she has a very good working relationship with them. She's in constant touch with Terry Cole, and she's able to work with them on moving resources around the city. And as you know, the city went to court last week to make sure that the chief stays in control of the police department. That's the latest here from U.S. Park Police Headquarters in Anacostia. Now back into you.
All right, Paul Wagner live for us tonight. Paul, thank you.